Hey!
What's up, y'all? I'm back. Been away from the crypto scene for you, but I've still been in the mix on the back end. And so I wanted to talk to you today about Terra Luna Classic. I think it actually has a comeback. This is old news, but I think still relevant and something to look out for the future. So y'all remember the crypto crash, or Terra Luna crash rather, that happened in 2022. Well, because of that, they had to go forth to the SEC. There were lawsuits. They had to, you know, go through a settlement process, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, you name it. And so out of all of that came this sort of idea of how to move forward, which was for Terraform Labs to be removed from the process of anything dealing with Terra Luna and its blockchain. And so it was a community driven kind of effort for them to do some upgrades through a proposal that they put forth, Proposal 4818, and then to remove themselves from Terra blockchain altogether and just let the community take over. So I'm going to go over a little bit about what kind of took place, what this all means, and what you can anticipate moving forward. So yes, the proposal went through. It went through about a year ago in August of 2024. And essentially, Terraform Labs is saying its final goodbye, and they're doing that to the Terraform or Terra blockchain. And the company behind Terra Luna and Terra Luna Classic got in big trouble with the SEC. And this happened in the 2022 collapse that you remember taking place. And as a part of their settlement and bankruptcy deal, they agreed to a couple of things. One, to shut down all operations, meaning they have about 30 days after the court ruling to shut down anything that they had to do that dealt with Terra blockchain. And then do one last upgrade, and that's through the Proposal 4818. And so before handing everything over to the community, because again, this is going to be decentralized, community-led, they decided to do one last upgrade and then move around. So what the upgrade did, my good people, is it did about 5 things. The first thing is it updated the blockchain's code to version 2.12.4. And this is like installing the final software update before a company leaves. And so that's essentially what they did first. Second, they burned Terraform Labs' leftover tokens. And this is huge right here because they destroyed them forever. And so to meet the legal requirements and prevent misuse, this is something that they wanted to do. And then they fixed old problems. So this was the third thing that they did, such as deleting backlist code used to block hacked or stolen assets. So they want to keep the money in-house. They want to get rid of all those false wallets, false accounts, and make sure that the Terra that has been minted is legit. And number 4, they set a 5% minimum validator fee to make sure node operators, the people who actually run the network, get a fair baseline reward. And then 5th, they ended Terraform Labs control. So they're now completely out of the picture. And so what does this mean for all of us? Well, first thing they did was they turned it over, their control, to the Phoenix Directive. And this is the name of the community's plan, right? So this isn't an actual entity. It's just a plan to keep Terra Classic running without Terraform Labs. And now you can think of this like Terraform Labs. They built the car, which is the Terraform blockchain, but now they've handed over the keys. The community has to drive it themselves, and we are here to drive this train, honey, or car. All right, so then the Phoenix Directive is a set of community-led projects and rules to keep the Terra Classic blockchain alive and functional. It's run by volunteers, developers, and validators, so not a single company runs it. It's focused on making Terra more decentralized, secure, and community-owned moving forward. And so this is huge news. Terra has been in the news and not had a really good light shed on it over the past few years, but I think this is momentum to bring it back. Now, will it get back up to those, $80 to $100 price point that we saw years ago? I don't know right now. I highly doubt it. But could it get to $1, $2, $3? That is possibility, particularly with all the burning, permanent burning that they're doing and their security measurements to make sure that the coins that were minted illegally are just erased off the market. And so let's take a look at what it's looking like on CoinMarketCap, because it still holds a decent position with so many different coins that are listed. It is number 232. I could have swore I looked earlier and it was 187, but whatever. So it's trading currently now at about 4 zeros, 40. So 0.0004. 0.0004. 0.00004. Jeez Louise. But it looks pretty good overall. The market cap stands at about $225 million. So that looks good. Trading volume, 24 hours, is at about 11 million. So not a bad thing. And of course, remember the all-time high for Terra Classic was $120, pretty much. And that was when it had obviously a higher market cap. But right now in circulation, 5.5 trillion coins. Total supply, 6.49 trillion coins. So it hasn't even been fully diluted on the market yet. But again, some of these coins may have been illegally minted. And so we want to make sure that we are taking that into consideration when we're looking at price points and potential future price points. And so that's what I wanted to share. I didn't have much around Terra, just that news and the fact that it's still in existence. And I think really a poster child for showing how decentralized networks can come together, and how community can really take on something after it has been created. And so I think this is part of the plan. I think it will have a comeback. How much, I'm not sure, but I think it is sexy news. So let me know what you think in the comments. Is it sexy news to you, or is it still a little sham because it was a whole scam years ago that went down? I'll see you next time. Take care.